Hi friends, my name is Anuradha and in this lecture we'll be talking about Docker Compose. We will learn what is Docker Compose and we will be looking at relevant commands. So let's get started. So what is Docker Compose? Docker Compose is a utility to define, run and manage multiple containers in one go. As simple as that. What I mean by one go? With the help of just one single command, you can run multiple containers, and that command is docker compose up, and it is supported by config file docker compose, which is in YAML format. This file is a single point to define all the configurations related to the container which you intend to run. So it contains docker commands related to the image you want to have, volume you want to use, network you want to choose, and all that. And it contains list of containers. With the help of docker compose up and docker compose configuration file, we can make all these containers with our chosen configuration up and running. Isn't it a magic? So far we have been running each and every container by adding one more command, right? Docker container run. And here we'll be using just one command. Now let's know what is docker compose.yml configuration. As I said, it contains a list of containers which will be running, and each container is identified by service, and within that service we define the configuration which we want to have for that container, and that configuration related to volume, network, port binding, any environment variable or so on. So how it is useful for testers? As you have already felt the need of it, right? It is used for rapidly creating test environment with complete stack. So when you're creating test environment, it's not just one thing which we have to bring up and running. It is multiple containers, right? And this gives you capability to create test environment with complete stack in just one go. And if you have standard file, so you will have standard testing configuration. You can create your complete stack working in one network, user-defined network, and separate it from development environment. So what we will be doing in this lecture, we'll be installing Docker Compose, and we'll be creating a configuration file, and then we'll be using other commands and especially Docker Compose up to see how we can bring up containers. Prerequisite, you need to have Docker installed on your machine, and if you have not installed it so far, please refer to my lecture from one of the series which talks about installing Docker. We will be going through the steps which are mentioned on my blog, and they're very crystal clear, so we'll be using these steps, and you can also refer to these in case you're looking for written instruction. We'll be referring to these commands while doing our job. Let's get started. Let's go to our AWS EC2 instance which we have been using as part of the series, and where we have our Docker installed. So here is my AWS Linux instance, and let's again re-verify if Docker is installed on this machine. For that we'll do Docker version. Okay, so Docker is installed on this machine, and let me run Docker info. There is no container running or stop. There are no images on this machine. Now what we will do, we will install Docker Compose, and I'll just clear this. So as a first step, it says download the Docker Compose binary. Okay, either you can copy this command or you can go to Google and say download Docker Compose. You'll be taken to the Docker official link. It also has very clear steps about installing Docker Compose. All you have to do, select your operating system, which is Linux in our case, and what you have to do, you have to run this particular command which will download Docker Compose from this particular location, this GitHub location. Okay, so we'll copy this command and we'll run this command on our machine. So this downloads Docker Compose binary over here. So next step is to give executable permission to the binary, and this can be done by change mode command. Let's give this command. With this we are ready with Docker Compose. Yes, that's it. And to check if Docker Compose is installed, we need to give Docker Compose version. and it shows Docker Compose is installed. We can see the relevant command using Docker Compose help. And as you see, there are various commands associated with Docker Compose. We'll be talking about some particular commands which are of very much high relevance to us over here, and we'll use a couple of options from here. The point to note is this Docker Compose uses Docker Compose YML file. By default, name of file should be dockercompose.yml, and if it is not so, you have to specify -f option, and then you have to give the name of your YAML configuration file. Let's go and create our Docker Compose YAML file first, and then we'll come back to this instance. What I'll do, I'll create a Docker Compose YAML file on my window. I find editing on window quite easy as compared to Linux, and then I'll transfer this file using WinS. To create Docker Compose YAML file, I'll just copy one sample file from my blog, and this file, as we can see, creates 3 container services. One is named Selenium Hub, the other is Chrome for Selenium, and the other is Selenium Firefox, right? And as we have already discussed, we have specified image under each service, respective image, and their respective configuration, which in case of Selenium Hub is the exposed port, and in case of the other 2 containers, the volume for getting persisting data. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just copy this in Notepad. Current version for Docker Compose YAML file is 3, and you can always check recommended version from official Docker Compose page. So I'll save this file anywhere as Docker Compose YAML, and I have WinSCP utility installed. I'll connect to the server. So here is my IP address of this public IP address of this machine, and this is AWS instance. I'll connect to this AWS instance using WinSCP. I'll give EC2 user, advanced authentication, and then private key. And in case you do not know how to connect to AWS instance, there is another lecture which talks about connecting to AWS instance. So I'll transfer the file to the server using WinSCP. So I'm on AWS instance, and here is my file which I transfer from Windows, and here is the content of this file. First thing is you need to validate if this file is in correct format or not, and for that we can use command docker compose config. It will pick the file dockercompose.yml from current location. Okay, and in case the file name is different, as we already discussed, we need to give -f option. So my file name is standard and my file is also correct. In case this file would have got something wrong, this command would have given error. Let's try this, and let me just remove this version from here, and let me run the command again. So it gives me error. So I'll revert it back to my correct file. Okay, and I'll revalidate my file so it's correct again. Let me clear this. So the next command which we have to use to bring our containers is docker compose up. Now, as in case of container, what we did, we either ran containers in foreground or in detached mode. So to run docker compose in docker containers in detached mode, we have to give -d over here as well. Otherwise, they will run in foreground mode, and we have to use other terminal to continue our work. First, it starts pulling Selenium Hub image, the first one, and then it runs, and then it, in sequential order, it pulls the image. So once it pulls the image, it creates container. Okay, so let me clear this and let me run docker ps -a. So as you see over here, 3 containers are created over here, and these are container IDs. In our last lectures, we saw to use docker rm and then container ID command, right? And with the help of docker compose, we can bring them all together simply by using docker compose down command. So this will stop container, and let me run docker ps -a again. So there is no container. So I'll run docker compose up again. And since we already had images on this machine, it just created containers again. I can run docker ps -a, and these are the 3 containers which are up and running. Now we can also scale number of containers using docker compose using scale command, right? And what we have to do in that case, we have to use docker compose up. Okay, so here is my command. So what we have to use, docker compose up -d for detach mode, and then scale option, service name, and number of containers. -d service name here in our case is, for example, we want to bring up Chrome service. Okay, and we want to scale it up by 4 containers. All right, so I'll give this command with scale option. Okay. See, so it brings up total number of containers of Chrome to 4, right? And let's see containers running again with the help of docker ps -a. So if you see, there are 4 Chrome containers now because we have scaled the number of containers to 4. This is how we use docker compose, and it is very beneficial for increasing our efficiency in building our test environment. Friends, I hope I was able to help you through this lecture. Don't forget to subscribe my channel to stay tuned and have more such videos, and don't forget to visit my website qamilestone.com, which talks about more such YouTube series, wonderful posts, and my Udemy courses. Thanks for now.